Wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. I say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your location. My fellow Biafrans, I am here once more today for us to interact and consider what is going on in Biafra land. I hope that each and every one of you is doing good. My people, lovers of freedom, join me here on my platform, Betty Ford Second. Join me so that we will continue to deliberate on what touches and concerns Biafrans. Biafra is a wonderful nation, very wonderful that the whole world is talking about Biafra now. Now that it is yet on the way for declaration. Hello, Ada Dichie. Hello, Ambrose Hejrika, my wonderful people. Thank you for joining. Today is Friday, the 18th of October 2024. Lovers of freedom, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, my people. Before I go ahead, I have to thank God Almighty, Father, Lord, my God, King of glory. I thank and glorify your holy name, wonderful God, for creating us, for making us this jealous and envy of the world, especially the Zoo nation. They do not want us to leave, my Lord, but as long as you are with us, we know that our journey will be very smooth, smoother than our enemies envisaged. So, my Lord, I commit all Biafrans into your holy hands, and in particular our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I commit our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Eze Abata n'Obi, one of Biafra land, the great I thank you, Lord, for giving us a man like him, because if not for our PM, Simon Ekpa, our own would have finished when they abducted our leader. So, Lord, we continue to be thankful to you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Chukwu Okike Abiama. He say, my wonderful people, lovers of freedom, I want to use our PM's video that you are seeing on the screen as our jingle. Listen to what he has to tell us.
And me. Because it was not actually Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as he is being kept in the dungeon today. Everybody listening how they bragged that yes, now they have gotten at you and me. Because it was not actually Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as he is being kept in the dungeon today. The target, the you and I, not him. So whatever happened today, I want you to know the target is you, not Simon Ekpa. That is what they do. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was standing on their way to the Islamization of Biafra land, was standing on their way to the terrorism, the jihad against Biafra people, and all they were doing is to take him away. So they will come for you, they will come for your head, they will come for your land, and they will grab it, and they will chase you away from your land to the IDP camp.
Yes.
That's the end target is you. As they have captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, extraordinary rendition him back to Nigeria, have they stopped?
Hello, Julie.
I want to ask you a question today. Those of you who are still standing by the side and on the fence, waiting for the right time.
Hello,
there is no other right time than now. Because they have captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have not stopped. They are still looking for somebody else to understand that the target is you, not Simon Ekpa. That is what they do. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was standing on their way to the Biafra land, was standing on their way to the terrorism, the jihad against Biafra people, and all they were doing is to take him away. So they will come for you, they will come for your head, they will come for land, and they will grab it, and they will chase you away from your land to the IDP camp.
Yes.
That's the end target is you. As they have captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, extraordinary rendition him back to Nigeria, have they stopped? I want to ask you a question today. Those of you who are still standing by the side and on the fence, waiting for the right time. There is no other right time than now, because they have captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have not stopped.
Yes.
They are still looking for somebody else who have risen up to stand on their way. For this time around, I told them I will be the last person and I will be the end of this whole Biafra thing, and Biafra will come. Mark my word.
Yes, my people, that is it from our PM's Jingle. On his Twitter handle today, I found this video that I'm going to play for you about MUSA, where MUSA, and another one part of it is about Buhari. Our PM said a lot of things there without any prior information or news. But my people, I don't do or say anything that I did not find under his Twitter handle, because as one of those media teams, hello, Ihe Binike, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do not want to mislead anyone. Any information that I did not get from PM, I find it extremely hard to expound on it, because I cannot substantiate it. I cannot give any guarantee of the authenticity of that information, because information and media is very powerful. So Biafra is just a growing nation, and I cannot afford to come with misleading information to my people. So, wonderful Biafrans, I have to play the video that I found from our PM's Twitter handle today. You all know that we have a mega fundraising coming on Sunday. Tomorrow is Saturday. Our normal weekend fundraising is coming. So with that normal fundraising on Saturday, it will not stop us from conducting that.
My name is General Christopher Gwabin Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff, Armed Forces of Nigeria. The area, as we're aware, has been around for a very long while. We have history of things we have done in safeguarding Africa, even going into Europe in the past through peacekeeping operations. So we have a lot of experience in what we are doing. Presently, we know Nigeria, as part of the international community, is facing a lot of activities, a lot of challenges that has to do with asymmetric warfare operating in different parts of the country. In the Northeast, for 15 years still counting, we've had the issues of Boko Haram and ISWAP. North Central, Northwest, we have issues with banditry. In the South, we have issues of pipeline vandalism, sea piracy. And then Southeast, we have the IPOP, the Indonesian people of Biafra, trying to have issues of secessionist tendencies. But all this, the armed forces of Nigeria have remained resolute in what we are doing. We are professional armed forces. We've continued to enhance, intensify our training, which is key and basic for our troops. We also look at the aspects of our troops' welfare, because without good welfare for the troops, they will not be able to perform optimally. So by what we are doing, we're trying to make sure that there is peace so that children will be able to go back to school, markets will flourish, Nigerian economy will pick up from the south and all the other areas, and Nigeria will be back in its rightful place. That will assure Nigerians that will continue to work. All we require for Nigerians is to continue to believe in the country, continue to support the government, continue to support the armed forces of Nigeria and other security agencies. We cannot do it alone. We need everybody.
My people, in this very thing he is saying, let me tell you what, let me find it and read it out for you, what our PM said about that. These people, they think they are smart, but unfortunately for them, we are smarter than they are. PM said, I read out from his Twitter handle, the chief terrorist, the most wanted terrorist by the Biafra Liberation Army, is talking about children going back to school. These terrorists that have chased people out of their ancestral land, ask these terrorists, when are the children in Benue State going back to school? My people, you know that Benue, for over 15 years now, they have never lived in their ancestral land. They are living, hello, Ada Adichie. Yeah, my people, please hit the like button so that others will receive the notification. Thank you so much. Chukwokike bless you all. Thank you, Ada. Ndewo, thank you so much for understanding how it works. When I keep shouting it out, some people will think that I am looking for views. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not chasing clouds. I've gone above that stage. I'm a very matured person. I am so deep into this Biafra thing for so many reasons. All the injustices that our people are suffering, the fact that some of us have come to abroad and cannot go back to retire there, and the fact that the growing ones are suffering. Every year we will have so many university living students roaming the streets. The fact that this one here, the Boko Haram, what's his name again? This their leader. They are chasing our people. They want our land and so many things. That's why I am here. And as we use this Facebook and YouTube, they want us to gather as many people as we can so that their own business will thrive. You know how it works. When so many of you gather here, they will be using my platform to do advert, so that they believe that one or two people from my followers will watch their advert and trade with them or do business with them. That's why they always require us to have as many people as possible. So when you click this button now, it will alert so many other Biafrans. They will come and listen up to us. So my people, as Ada indicated, kindly hit the like button and share the message so that it goes viral to our people. So this thing that MUSA is saying here, PM said, ask these terrorists, those people that they want to relocate to Biafra land, how many years have they been in IDP camp? You know, my people, that recently our PM sent the Biafra Defense Forces to go and burn down a building that Hope Uzodinma built at Mbano, which he called university, where they want to train people. They don't want to train anybody there. What they wanted to do is to bring these Boko Haram people there and at night they will come and, invade our towns and villages, and our people will run and go to that IDP camp. That was their plan, and that's why Hope Uzodimma bụ onye a na-achọ achọ n'ala Igbo. Ụkwụ ya bịa n'ala Igbo, ọ maka ọ ga-adị ya. And febugo amụma, febugo prophecy that if Hope comes to that by March, na a ga-ejide Hope Uzodimma. So my people, it is like this. Let us continue to listen to Musa, what he is saying. And PM asked him this question. He said that he is only making this video because of Biafra. They have successfully delivered the northern Nigeria to Islamic State, but we have resisted them in Biafra land. These are the things that our PM said in his Twitter handle, where I copied this video. Wonderful Biafrans, you know that this chief of army staff, you will listen to him now, you will hear where he said that the government, hello Peter, thank you for joining, thank you so much. Remember to hit the like button, my brother, thank you. Where Musa said that the head of state, the president, asked them to make sure that everywhere is peaceful. Tell me whether in other countries like America and Britain, whether the military are the ones making sure that things are okay when there is no external invasion. This man called Onyeze Jesus. Onyeze Jesus na-ekele ọlụ eke. There is no point for the military to be invading the community when there is no external invasion of forces. In America and Britain, police do their policing duties. Hello, OC. Thank you for joining. Thank you very much, OC. I appreciate you. Thanks. In America, Britain, France, Germany, and all these countries, you know what policing means. So the police is always on the high street. Hello, Anthony. Yeah, the police and the military, they have their separate type of job. Hello, Emenike Chijoke. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, my people. You are wonderful Biafrans. So these military chiefs is the same thing Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, Sadwana of Sokoto used in 1963 to capture all the places. For instance, in Southwest, they captured the whole of that area and called it Kwara State. That's what they called it. Until tomorrow, they are still settled there with their emir. That's what they do. You see this place that our PM went and burnt down at Mbano? If that place had not been burned down and they succeeded in bringing that 10 trailer loads of their terrorist group called refugees, the next thing they will do, they will build mosque. Before you know it, they will make one of them the emir of that place. You can never drive them out of that vicinity. And they will start fighting you bumper to bumper from there. Hello, Chinenye Ezinwannem Ndewo. Thank you for joining. So, my people, Sadwana of Sokoto and Tafawa Balewa used military 1963, barely 3 years that Niger area was called Nigeria. they started using military. And the same method is what they are doing today. So many things need to be told to our people how to work as one. Thank you, Chinenye. Greetings, Biafrans. One love. Keep Biafra together. Biafra first and Biafra all the way we move. Thank you, my darling sister. That is exactly what it is. Biafra first. Onwere ife onye Biafra mee m ga-ewe m iwe. We have ndị Fulani niile. They are not from one tribe. They are from different tribes where they work together. You don't hear any pim from them. They work together. So we have to learn that from them. Hello, Peter Pan. Really, Peter? Do you mean it? Why do you say that? Hello, Peter Pan. Can you explain why you said that? My people, Peter said that Israel should not trust Britain. I don't know why he said that. So anyway, my people, these very people called Fulani, they are very fond of using military because Niki Mogwaderofa, they cannot fight. They will only military and the police. That's what they are doing. And the way they will use your own people to fight you are the politicians that go to the Sokoto Caliphate to swear allegiance. You can never trust a man like Peter Obi. You can never trust David Umahi or Hope Uzodinma or Ugwani. You can never trust Willie Obiano. You can never trust Nwike. You can never trust somebody like Soludo or Peter Mba or trust the one they call Asari Dokubo or Ned Nwoko. These politicians in Southeast, no trust for them because they are all working for the interest of the Fulani, and the Fulani is working for the interest of Oyibo man and for their own interest because they want to put us at the middle. Oyibo man will come and take gas, take petroleum, then they will come and take our land. Only from us. We are the goose that lays the golden egg for the Oyibo man. Yes, because they are afraid of them. Peter Pan, they are afraid of them. That's what happened to Nigeria. Do you know that this is a Nigeria, Biafra platform? We want to leave Nigeria. Nigeria is, they are hypocrites, terrorists, tribalists, corrupt people, very corrupt. Yes. Thank you so much, OC. Thank you for telling them. OC is reminding everyone to hit the like button so that it will invite more people. If as many as 1,000 people can join us, that will be fantastic. So now, my people, every military man that is in this position where Christopher MUSA is now, they always use them to fight for land grabbing. The one they call Buratai. Do you know that Buratai was paid $3 billion in his American account? And I'm sure they must have paid this very Musa similar amount of money to win all the states for them. But Musa is very unlucky because this generation of Biafrans, this PM we have now, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mbemena Ngozi, thank you so much. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, my darling sister. Chukwu gozie gi. I love your name, Ngozi. Ibu onye agozili agozi. And God ga-esi n'aka gị na-agozikwa ụmụ Biafra niile. He say, so my people, you see, all these military people, hello, Franca. Thank you for joining. Good evening, my darling sister. Wonderful Ada Biafra. Thank you so much. You are always there for us. That evening that we were with the Minister of Finance, I saw you as well. Thank you so much. I have to acknowledge all of you. You are all wonderful people. I thank you. I mean that these are people who really want Biafra like today, tomorrow, because we have to leave this cold country and go back to our homeland. It's in the Bible. When the children of Israel were where they were, I think it was in Genesis or in Exodus, God said to them, come down from this mountain where you have been so long and go to the land that I promise you. We are the ones holding ourselves. We have to go. We have kept quiet for these people. Hello, Senior Apostle Edwin Ezenwa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. You know, my people, when people are staying where God does not want them, He will, hello, Sonny, Senior Apostle, thank you. From Fidelis Asogwa, I love your program. Thank you so much. Surely we must get our freedom. Exactly. You know, my people, these very military people, they use them to get what they want. Because Fulanis, if you go close to them, they are as tiny as a rat. They are not huge men. So that's why they always like to use police and soldiers to fight and grab land. But unfortunately for them, our PM is not only a tough man, he is a trained soldier. He is tougher than them. And he speaks like a tough man that he is. Ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na nwa agụ ada ata afịfịa. Agụ lives in the bush. Tiger lives in the bush, but he does not chew grass. So my people, PM is their end. Exactly, Osi. You are very correct. Odogu PM, he is their end. Whenever they hear about our PM, they will start running. They will run. So this Musa here now talking, you will hear everything that Musa said, because I got this from our PM's Twitter handle this morning.
Nigeria. The armed forces of Nigeria, as we're aware, has been around for a very long while. We have history of things we have done in safeguarding Africa, even going into Europe in the past through peacekeeping operations. So we have a lot of experience in what we are doing. Presently, we know
they safeguard Africa. They will turn around and kill Africans. They will make themselves a willing tool to the Western world using their, is it ECOWAS or whatever they call themselves. So they are well experienced in destruction.
Nigeria, as part of the international community, is facing a lot of activities, a lot of challenges that has to do with asymmetric warfare.
Okay, asymmetric warfare. My people, I have looked asymmetric warfare up in the dictionary, and it says asymmetric warfare is a military term that describes a war between opposing forces that have different military capabilities. You understand what is going on? Strategies or tactics. It is often associated with irregular foes or insurgency. Tell me, who is the foe in Nigeria? He is talking about experience. Yes, they will have experience in that because their forefather, Osman Dan Fodio, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa and Sadwana of Sokoto, he taught them how to use asymmetric tactics to fight their opposition. Because we want to leave Nigeria, they are fighting asymmetric war. You have heard what dictionaries say that it is a war between opposing forces that have different military capabilities. You know that we Biafrans contribute the money, Aije Gongwara, but they use our oil money to buy helicopter, buy war jet, buy ammunition, AK-47, buy military tanks to fight us, because they believe that they can conquer us in 2 days, according to them. But this has been going on in 2015 when Buhari came into power. Wherever Buhari is now, whether he is dead or alive, he will then know that he called us the dot. That is not easy. So every regime, they will pay one of the CDS $3 billion or $3 million for him to capture the people they want using asymmetric warfare. Let's continue to listen to him.
Non-state actors operating in different parts of the country. In the Northeast, for 15 years still counting, we've had the issues of Boko Haram and ISWAP.
He has issue of Boko Haram and ISWAP, which are terrorists. Why is he not fighting them? You will hear what he said here about Southeast.
North Central, Northwest have issues with banditry. The South we have issues.
You see, banditry in Northwest or Northeast, as he called it.
Issues of pipeline vandalism, sea piracy. And then Southeast, we have the IPOP, the Independent People of Biafra, trying to have issues of secessionist tendencies.
Yes, we have the issue of secession tendency, but he has not remembered or asked why are they seceding? Why is that tendency? There is no longer tendency. It is now a reality, an ideology that can never end up with our supreme leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu. It never ended up there. Wazirike took up the mantle. And when Wazirike failed, hello, Sunday Mwiyi. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate all of you. Thank you. So, Wazirike left. He called us secessionists. Do you know why we are seceding? Of course they know, but they don't want to address the issues. Farmer Ifeanyi ji achọ ịpụ. But because na anyị ji ife fachọ, ọ bụ na ị likely ife mmadụ nwe, can't you say to the person, oh, please, can I have part of your cake or part of your land or part of your milk industry or anything at all? You can make the person an offer. I have this, I have that. Can I get a little bit of this coming to me? Because they know that that oil does not belong to them. I've never seen a tribe like Fulanese. You came to somebody's region from Sahel in Mauritania, North Africa. You want to take everything that that person has, and you are not even asking for it. You are taking it by force, and you don't want the person to talk. You don't want the person to even live. You want to extinct that very region. Ndị gọvanọ sa chekwanụ nọ famwetelu ndị Fulani our land, bunye fa in a platter of gold that they will leave them. They will buy all of them. That was the plan. Ndị aji plan eje. But my only happiness is that we have a man who is capable of delivering Biafra for us. That's why you say to us, go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He is bringing a new dimension to this awareness we are making. And my people, you have seen it. Fantastic dimension. Fantastic. Our PM, Nwoke Jemba, only one man who in the whole of military, police, Egu. na-eyi the whole nation egwu. Only him. Our PM is fantastic. Afunuro nwoke dị ike like that man. Very powerful young man.
But all this, the armed forces of Nigeria have remained resolute in what we are doing. We are a professional armed force.
You see, they are resolute in what they are doing. What are they doing? Asymmetric war against those who say that they no longer want to be part of you. Hello, Ngozi Morin. Thank you so much. Yes, Ambrose, zoo must be stopped from taking oil in Biafra land. My people, they are doing the needful. It's not easy to fight these people. It's not. Or they're easy. Mana fe kwetego na ọ na-eme. You know? Or they're easy, but they are doing their best. They are breaking a lot. Yes, Fulanis are grabbers. Yes, my brother Osi, they are grabbers. All this military, they see the military not as force-keeping team or group. They see them as those that we used to do their land-grabbing business. That's how they see them. And that's why they pay them extra money from what their salary should be normally. They pay them millions so that they will get them any area they want. But our PM is giving it to them. Onwekwala ebe o kwuru na akụrụ ndị agwụgwụ. Data proof. Thank you for joining us. Exactly, zenith of evil. That's what they are. Yes, you are very correct. Yoruba work with the Fulani, but not all Yorubas. Nwanne m ọkwa ka ọ dị na ndị Igbo. Some of us are working for Fulanis as well. Somebody like Hope Uzodinma. Look at beautiful Owerri. If you see Owerri now, if you go to Owerri, Owerri looks like London, even better than London. But Hope Uzodinma has sold that place to Fulanis. Or is it Abakaliki? The same thing that, what's his name, David Umahi did for them in Abakaliki. But most when Biafra comes, they will all go down. They will all go down.
We'll continue to enhance our training, which is key and basic for our troops. We'll look at the aspects of our troops' welfare, because without good welfare for the troops, they will not be able to perform optimally. So by what
he's looking out for the good of the troops. I don't know if I shared for you people yesterday's video where these people condemned a Biafran boy, a military guy. Yesterday, PM showed it, and I used it to make a video that I distributed yesterday. Nwatakịrị onye Igbo fa condemn ya to death. And the PM was saying to him, I have been asking you people to join Biafra Liberation Army. Hello, Kingsmen, Kingsway. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Yes, my brother Data Proof said, Biafra is on course. The Fulani is on a path of Fulanization and Islamization. But I thank God, Biafra is on course to prevail well. Yes, with PM, it will. Kingsway, Kingsmen, thank you. Shalom. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and PM Simon Ekpa. Shalom to the Holy Land of Biafra and Biafrans worldwide. Shalom. Amen. Thank you so much for joining. You are all wonderful people with very bright ideas. We are the ones that made Nigeria what it is. In football, it is Biafrans. In music, is Biafrans. That's socially, economically, oh my God, it is Biafran. When they were in trouble, Okonjo-Iweala came and rescued them from World Bank. Even now, Okonjo-Iweala has offered to rescue Naira, as Naira is going to be 5,000 Naira to $1 American. They said no, that she should not worry because she's an Igbo lady. Yes, everything that made Nigeria great is from Biafra land. So what are we waiting for? You know, when God gives you something and you don't value it, he will start doing something that will shock you. This Fulani that he is using now to chase us is to tell us what are we still doing with these evil people, devils. Look at this one, is called Christopher, a Christian, fighting his people with foreigners, because Fulanis are foreigners. They are not Nigeria, they are not Oduduwa, they are not Biafra, and they are not Hausa people. Even Hausa denied them recently that they don't know what Arewa means. That Arewa is Fulani, that they don't want them anymore. Hausa people don't want them. But this one is working for them, wearing this their evil uniform.
We're trying to make sure that there's peace so that children will be able to go back to school, markets will flourish.
Yeah, children, now he remembers children. Where are the children that Boko Haram abducted? Where are those children? You see? And market people. Does he remember market people? But in Maiduguri, Boko Haram were buying farmers. They buyed 110 farmers in a day in their farms. And we are talking about children and food stores. They don't reason, they don't think. They pretend so much. They are very pretentious because they want money from our oil. My people, enough is enough. Once we get all these, we get Biafra declared on the 2nd of December. Today is 18th. So we have barely 1 month to go. Once this month finishes, November comes in, you know that Biafra, you know, they are doing everything they humanly can to get to our Obatobi. But Chineke na in this world, or they will never get Obatobi. When they took Onyendu, what has changed? Nothing has changed in Nigeria. So it is not with the southern part of the zoological republic. They are the problems. And they do all these things and say them to cover up. But they don't know that the world have known. The world now knows them because they failed in UN. In UN, 2 or 3 weeks ago, you saw it. When Shetima went down, was blabbing about freedom of Palestinians. Somebody there asked him, what of Biafra? Why are you not letting Biafrans to go? If the Palestinians be free, why don't you want Biafrans to be free? He refused to respond. Yes, MUSA is a terrorist man. He is the one who formed Boko Haram with Buhari. 2 of them and Kwankwaso, they formed those terrorist group. They did it. But these people, you know one thing the Fulanis don't know. They try to imitate what happened in Turkey, Cyprus, how those places turned from Christian to Islamic country. They try to imitate Afghanistan, but they don't know that the strength in one Biafran man is the strength 10 of them there have. Yes, 10 of them, their strength is what one Biafran soldier has. You cannot defeat us like Turkey people and take our land and Islamize us. It's impossible. We are Christians. We don't want to be Muslims. Let them keep their Islamic religion while we keep our Christianity, and they should go back to Mauritania where they came from, because nobody wants them. The Hausa people deny them, but Hausas have been so subdued that they cannot fight the Fulanis again. They have siphoned so much money to deal with the Hausa people. But in Biafra land, God loves us so much. That's why when they abducted Onyendu, God gave us our PM. I don't talk about the DOS because those ones are so irrelevant. They sold Onyendu with Onyendu's wife.
Nigerian economy will pick up from the south and all.
Okay, where is this economy from? Southeast. This oil deposit is showing here, or whatever this place is in Southeast. That is their target. But let them enjoy it while it lasts for them, because once Biafra is declared, my people, on the 2nd of December, it will be a nation to nation. Nigeria will no longer be a country. It will become a nation, because our exit have reduced them to a nation. They will no longer be a country. So the difference between being a country and being a nation is, a nation is people who have common interests, who have common culture and common vision, common interest. We have nothing with Nigeria. So the way all of them, with some of the Yorubas, not all of Yorubas, some of them are Muslims, let them go there and kiss themselves. We don't want to know about them. Biafra must come this year. Our PM, oh, God bless him. He knows what his people want, and he's giving it to us.
The other areas, and Nigeria will be back in its rightful place. That will assure Nigerians that will continue to work. All we require for Nigerians is to continue to believe the country, continue to support the government, continue to support the armed forces of Nigeria and other security agencies. We cannot do it alone. We need everybody to be on board. It is a whole of society approach to defeating these terrorists, these bandits, these criminals. Mr. President has given us the mandate to restore total peace.
Have you heard it? How can you just mandate to restore peace in your country? It's like now Prince Charles is the king of England, who is the leader of England. Then Prince Charles will be given the military the mandate to restore peace in Britain. Thank you. How can Joe Biden will be given the mandate to restore peace? That mandate is what I have explained before getting to this point. The mandate is to capture all the land that they want. I've never seen greedy, shameless people without conscience like Fulani man. They think they are smart. You come to somebody's land, you want to intimidate that person, you want to steal everything they have, and you want the war. It's now that our PM came on board in this struggle. Ministers, well-educated men and women, professors, that Mazi, our finance minister Nkere, has visited all the congressmen in America with our constitution, that book with yellow back that we change. Yes, laugh at Musa very well. I also laugh at Musa myself, because Musa is a laughing stock. A Christian fighting and buying his people to hand them over to Islamic backward-minded Shetima and his marauding tribe. This man, he has no sense. He has no sense at all. I know he will be hearing this, my program, because he's on YouTube. You have no sense, Musa. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. Musa is fighting to keep his people, to these Ngwongwo Fulani people. Abateke, look at him. You will think he's a sensible man. He is not. He has no sense at all. He cannot learn from what happened to Yakubu Gowon. Even Danjuma. All of them join hand to fight Biafra. Now they descended on their people, leveled their people, sent them to IDP camp, and they cannot do anything. Even MUSA now, the other day they carried a jet bomber and bombed all his people. Last week, my people, I showed it here, where his people were accusing him of using the military to come and bomb them. And he's talking of school children going to school. You know? So all these things they are doing is on land grabbing. That's all. Because our land is a blessed land. Somebody told me that they found gold at MBC. Our land is filled with milk and honey. There's gas in Owerri, somewhere near Izombe, and fuel in Uguta. All over Biafra land is littered with mineral resources. But they found gold in Zamfara. Do you know that Zamfara people, they don't go near? Fulani have taken control. I've never seen people schemers. Fulani people, they scheme so much for things that belong to other people, and they have no tribe. I've never heard that this is tribe where Fulanis came from. They are schemers. So the world should hear and know that oil that made Nigeria great is our own. It's like what happened in Iraq and the Kurdish. The Kurdistans own the oil, and Iraq is answering the name. That is it. Even Kuwaitians, Kuwait, they have a lot of oil, but Saddam, when he was alive, intimidated them out of what belonged to them. The Thatcher went and grabbed the rest. My people, there's a lot to tell, but we will be taking it one after the other. So Christopher Musa is giving a lecture to those who still believe in one Nigeria.
And security within the country. We are working towards and will surely achieve that. Together, we
are
will
working
succeed.
towards that is fighting and sending people to IDP camp. Otherwise, tell me what a military man has in administration. Is he a lecturer that he's talking about school children? Or is he an economist? Is he a president that he's ruling the whole country? He's only a military man, a combatant soldier. That's what he was trained to be. But now they have handed him over everything that relates to unlifing people. Onye ukwu adegbu, isi adegbu, they will unlife you because they want your land. I mean, when you want something that belongs to someone, why don't you go eat peacefully? But it's not no peace with Nigerian people. That's what Musa have come here to talk about. And PM asked him all these questions that I read out for you. So my people, that is that for you. The next video we are going to discuss, my people, is the other one I found from our PM's Twitter handle, where this very man called, what's his name again? Obama Buajo disappointment.
The eastern part of the continent, but can also be an outstanding role model for developing countries around the world. And
look at what he said, that he wants to be an outstanding role model for developing world. You all know that it was Obama that brought this man in. Obama brought Buhari in. And because Obama is from the same party with Kamala Harris, if I am in America, I will not vote for Kamala Harris because their political group includes Obama. All of you knows very well that Obama is a Muslim. Not that Muslim people are bad, but what Muslim people are doing in that part of the region in West Africa is unspeakable. My people, I will never, you see this man, Akpolomiasi with passion. Buhari is the very evil. Nwoke a na-akpọ Buhari, ekwensu, demon ka Buhari bụ.
We very much look forward to talking about security issues, how we can cooperate on counterterrorism.
Okay, they talk every time they will tell you they're talking about security issues. What are they talking about in Nigeria? Because America is basically the very ground upon which UN is built. UN is America, America is UN. They told this Ngwongwo Buhari Adawaru Nesi Kankahu, they told him to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 1,000 Buhari is one Nnamdi Kanu. They don't understand that before the war, Nandi Wade emetunde ndi ugwu aka. Fametu ayaka fe bie ya nobi. Now they feel that they have arrived. This Buhari you see here, one wicked, useless, hopeless man. This Buhari and all this Obama media install. Then Onabia support to Kamala Harris now to win. Kafa will continue what their policy in Nigeria. It will never happen. They talk about security, but they don't remember that Nigeria there's insecurity. And this Buhari and his group, they always lie that it is a farmer header clash. But the world knows. That's why during the UN vote, they voted, only 3 nations voted for Nigeria. And Ghana and nations and countries as small as Botswana, they scaled through, and Nigeria was dumped in the bin. Nigeria is finished. My people, make no mistake. Uno mana Biafra biagokwa o. Biafra biasigo ifo for the budide age pronounce here, and try and be there to make this historic history that is coming on the 2nd. By this time that day, everyone will be jubilating.
We're looking forward to discussing how we can be helpful in addressing some of the corruption issues that have held Nigeria back and unleashing the incredible talent.
You see, let me tell you, my people, all these people, when they come to your country, see how a very young man like Obama then was talking to Buhari when Buhari was still alive. Because I don't think that this man that ruled Nigeria till the end was Buhari, is fake Buhari. So, but see how they sit an elderly man down and be talking to him like a yo-yo, because they have no respect for them. How can your fellow man be telling you how to rule your country, whereas he has his own country to rule, and he's in his country telling you how to run the business of your own country? You see the irony of life, the way they look down on them. But this generation of my PM, Gagwandiocha, ebe the boundary rule, and you should stop it there. If you are coming into my country, you must come with the right visa as well. When you are going to their own country, they will give you all sorts of conditions as immigration rule. But when they come to our country, they will come and be telling you how to run your own country. This is why they always ensure that they install all these mugus that is bringing us back. It can never happen. They are so scared because they've all seen our PM talk. They know that our PM talks authoritatively and that he knows what he's doing. Our PM read international law. So you can't tell him anything about installing and creating a nation. You can't.
Of the Nigerian people. We all recognize that some of the best business people in the world are from Nigeria, and they thrive as they travel to other countries, but we want to make sure that they're also helping folks thrive in Nigeria.
Yes, that's it. They will come. Yeah. Yes, my brother OC is reminding my wonderful people that fundraising is tomorrow, Saturday. He said, genuine Biafrans, remember tomorrow is fundraising and Sunday is also mega fundraising. Yes, my people, that mega fundraising is in respect of Finland, Lahti, Finland, on the 29th of November till 3rd of December. The second is the declaration date, and third is just like the ceremony day, and everybody will start getting ready to return to their base from Finland. So my people, try and be there tomorrow and next tomorrow. Uche Ejiofo is say yes. Thank you, Uche. Thank you for joining us. Yes, my people, Biafra is going to happen, and the Fulani, this set of Fulani, is very unfortunate to have a man like our PM, because if ever can but I can tell you that if there is war, they will still not defeat us this time, because this time around, Britain has a lot involved, a lot at hand. They are supporting Ukraine. Russia will no longer be there to fight Biafra with Nigeria. Russia is fighting with Ukraine. They are working with Niger and Burkina Faso to drive French people away from that part of Africa, which I have nothing against. Now they have shown the people of Benue and Plateau State the kind of human beings they are. Hello, Jerry. Eugene 66, thank you so much. Jerry, thank you. Thank you, my wonderful brother, fellow Biafrans. Ezigbo ụmụnne m, ndewo, ndewo, I love you all. So, if they are waiting for war, I mean the Fulanis in Nigeria government, because Nigerian men are so scared of them, because Fana Midaga na Pegbe. Biafrans are not afraid of them. We have met with them before. We are now going to match them force to force with international law. That's what will bring Biafra this time. I love my PM. I love him so much. He's a wonderful and intelligent man. He has outsmarted Nigeria. There is no country in this world that Biafra have no embassy, a kind of embassy. It will turn to embassy when, from 2nd of December, when we are declared a nation. You will see. We have outsmarted Nigeria through our prime minister. That is the new dimension that Onyendu told us to go and listen to Simon Ekpa. Thank God he never said we should listen to DOS. Thank God for that. So, my people, that is this hopeless Obama and his hopeless idea for Nigeria's security. Well. I'm not interested in their in their scary mode. I'm not. So my people, there's a news from my wonderful colleague Biafra Unite. Let us listen to him about MUSA and the military and what they are planning.
MUSA may take over power as Chief of Army Staff Labaja and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, down with serious illness, secretly flown abroad for urgent medical attention. Here the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 16th of October 2024, and I have breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, it all happened again. And I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, especially those of you who believe in the zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. I want you to get yourself here and pay very good attention, because this very news may not sound well to you. As you can see, for those of you who may say it is propaganda, or for those of you who may say it's fake news, I want you to know that I will be reading this very news from Sahara Reporters, which happens to be one of the zoo media platforms. And according to their own headline, staff Labaja is sick, secretly flown abroad by family to seek medical attention. Sources: the people that have been looking for the head of the Prime Minister of the BLGIE, His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njoko. I will come to Tinubu's matter before the end of this very broadcast. But for the fact that the name of MUSA is involved in this very news, it is very, very imperative that we dissect the information of Labaja being sick and secretly flown abroad for urgent medical attention. So it is very, very imperative that we deal.
My people, this is so shameful, and we have to be talking about it. How can a whole military chief be sick in Nigeria? No hospital in the whole of Africa to treat an African man, an oil-producing country, a gas-producing country, gold-producing country. They have no hospital. Tinubu is also in London for treatment. What a shameless country. Our PM has said it, that when Biafra comes, my people, everything will be in every locality. How can you be flying somebody 3,030 something miles away? You know the person can die on transit from Nigeria to the country. They cannot think. This is why our PM is defeating them. They have no brain. They don't think. You have oil that a foreigner is coming to take. Instead of telling that foreigner, we don't have hospital, we want you to come and build an ultra-modern hospital for us for 1 barrel of crude oil. Build it in all the states, and we will give you oil. People who have no bargaining power in them, they have no sense of reasoning. This is what we are talking about.
That we deal with this very matter, because MUSA and his gang of criminals in the guise of young soldiers, have been planning coup d'etat in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, for the past 1 year now. And I want everybody to pay very good attention to this. According to multiple security sources, Labaja's prolonged absence from official duties has sparked controversy among top generals. Concerns are growing among the military hierarchy over the whereabouts of Nigeria's Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tauri Abiodun Labaja, sources told Sahara reporters. And they have been hiding it. They are hiding it. They don't want anybody to know, the same way they are hiding the whereabouts and the health status of the so-called Mr. President. The zoo is finished when you are being ruled by gangsters and some set of kleptocrats. This is exactly what you get. Now, according to multiple security sources, Labaja's prolonged absence from official duties has sparked controversy among top generals. Labaja, born on February 28, 1968, in Ilobu, Osun State, was appointed by President Bola Tinubu on June 19, 2023, as the 27th Chief of Army Staff. The controversy surrounding Labaja's absence is further fueled by reports that family members have scheduled him from the public. As the situation unfolds, many are eagerly an official statement from the authorities to clarify Labaja's status. You can never get any report because they will always hide them. Checks on the Nigeria Army social media pages. Appearance of Labaja was on Tuesday, September 10, 2024, when he inaugurated several civil military cooperation projects in Okuku, Odo Ujin local government area of Osun State. Top military officers have been representing him at key events, including the Army War College Nigeria course, August 2024 graduation dinner, and award night in Abuja.
Yes, my people, as long as our God is alive, this is how all of them will be flown away to hospital. Do you people know that both the president and the vice are out of the country? They are running kitty kitty kata kata, helter skelter, because they know that Biafra is coming. And that once Biafra comes as a new nation, every other country will be focusing on us, because we have told all of them the situation report. All these visits that our Ejema is doing to all these congressmen, all those visits goes there to elaborate the correct situation. Igbo man, it is very simple to convince them, and once they believe in you, that's it. They don't understand the real situation, especially the Americans. Britain has an insight, but they were as afraid of the Fulani and their violent nature. That's why Lord Lugard and Flora Shaw carried the whole country and handed to them, because they were buying them. They were buying them during the time, 1940 something to 1950. They were buying them. So they became afraid. Whether they understand or they don't, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, Chitu Bigo. Thank you so much. The legitimate Pitamba is asking Enugu people to pay 40,000 tax for dead people before putting them to mortuary in accordance to Janjaweed law. Can you imagine that? And our people are obeying them. Are they obeying? Chibugo, Hitu Bugo, are they obeying it? You should not try such a thing. Hello, Peter Okafor. Thank you for joining us. Wonderful Biafrans. Let me tell you, people, all these things is not easy to eradicate in one go. You know why? This has been happening for years now. I know that our PM is trying, but our PM is not a rocket science. He's a human being like us. Yes, gradually, all those things will be eradicated. You know, pay no attention to them and all the things they are doing, because these are people who have gone to the thank you Chinasa, thank you for joining. Please, my people, remember to click the like button. Once you click on it, it will notify more people to join. Thank you so much. You see, all these things they are doing, they know that their time is up, honestly speaking, because they know that the international law we are going to use is not in their hands, that we will surely get Biafra. With 50 point something million people that have voted, do you think it's a joke? Oyibo man doesn't think like them. Hello, Diane, thank you for joining. White man does not think like the black man, especially the Fulanese. So Peter Mba doing whatever he's doing in Enugu, ignore him. Let him enjoy it now, because Oyibo is not like African man. This international law we are using to bring Biafra with 50 million plus. You know, PM said we should help him to make it 40 million. In fact, he was very skeptical. He doesn't know that whether he will get 40 million. But he said if we get 40 million, that the deed is done, according to Montevideo Convention. But before you know it, do you know how many people now asking me for link to vote? God knows how to do things. When your spirit is telling you to do something, please go ahead and do it. If you fail, you try again. At least you will be happy that you are the one that tried it by yourself, that nobody forced you. But the truth is, we're supposed to have left Nigeria a long time ago. Could not. So God is using this Fulani to push us to leave these people, because they are not human beings. They think like animals. They don't understand that the way they are buying people, that no one will like to be with them. You can't hold people by force to be with you. You have to be a friendly person before you will attract people. Whether you are beautiful or you are ugly, beauty is just a thing of the surface. The innermost body is what matters. Your thinking, the way you see your fellow human beings, that's what matters. So no matter what these governors do, come 2024 December 2nd, we are good to go. They all know that Biafra is coming, because Oyibo will not see 50 something million people wanting to live and UN will not recognize us. It's impossible. It is impossible, because people of Burundi, they are only 13 million and they got their independence. No matter the interest of the Oyibo man in our oil, we will negotiate with them. I prefer that we negotiate with Oyibo to come and take the oil than the Fulanese, because the oil is not good in the hands of the Fulanese. They lack managerial abilities. They are using it to terrorize people. Oyibo man will not take the oil and buy Tucano jet to come and bomb you. No. Oyibo likes to go to countries where there will be peace and happiness, and they will come on holidays spend their money in your country, rent hotels, go to exciting places, which I know that the PM will bring for us. Yes, Chinasa said, hello, Aloy. Mweru, thank you. Okay, if you look at the number on the screen, call me on that WhatsApp number and I will send you the link. Unfortunately, I cannot bring the link on this comment section. Yeah, Chinasa said, voting still on, please. Yes, voting is still on. Voting ends on the 28th of November. So try and vote now. Link to have our vote. Yes, Aloy, the number is +44 73 77 388 38 6227. Let me repeat the number in case you didn't get it right. +44 73 77 38 6227. Call me on that WhatsApp number, both Chinasa and Aloy. Then I will send you the link straight away. So my people, these Marudas, Fulanis, they came to our land. All they want is to be buying people, and they think they are very wise. They are the most stupid human beings I have ever known.
In Abuja on October 2nd, 2024, where Labada was supposed to be the chief host. Where he's supposed to be the chief host, yet he was nowhere to be found. Can you imagine that? And they are hiding it. Additionally, Labaja means the combined passing out parade of the 71 regular corps, Army, Navy, and Air Force on September 28th. This significant event saw the graduation of Direct Short Service Corps 28th Army and Direct Short Service Corps at 2 Air Force cadets from the prestigious Nigeria Defense Academy, NDA. Labada's absence from this event has raised eyebrows, especially given his position as the head of the Nigerian army. Sources told Sahara reporters that Labada has also not been seen at the Nigerian army headquarters, located at the Armed Forces Complex, Muhammadu Buhari Way, Abuja, in the last 3 weeks. We haven't seen his official vehicle at his designated car park for 3 weeks now. Unlike before, a soldier attached to the army headquarters told Sahara reporters. However, a top officer close to Labada told Sahara reporters that he was flown abroad by his family members on a secret trip to attend to his medical needs. The officer said the chief of army staff is nowhere to be found for many days now. He hasn't been seen at the army headquarters or any military functions in the last 3 weeks. I can confirm to you that he is seriously sick and was taken to the hospital. However, his family members arranged for him to be moved out of the country for medical treatment. Okay. The chief of army staff is a leader, and most of the major generals are doing anyhow because they have no one to report to currently. Anybody can fall sick, but someone needs to be in charge. I wish him a very quick recovery. I have known him since our days in Makodi, Benue State. We were both young officers then, and he was a captain, another officer said. Also speaking to Sahara reporters, a major said, I don't know whether he is sick or not. I can't confirm that to you, but I got to know 2 weeks ago that he wasn't in the country, and I know he's not back as I talk to you now. As military men, we were taught to be observant, so I noticed he was not at the Independence Day parade ground in Abuja. I asked my superiors, including a general, and I was told that he was out of the country. You know, it is unusual for him not to be around at that time. Also, the 2024 promotion list of soldiers, which was completed a few weeks back, is yet to be signed by the Chief of Army Staff. I was told that the chief of administration cannot do it because it will escalate the chief of army staff's absence. Some of my subordinates who are due for promotion are already grumbling because the man is not around. Wow. Sahara reporters learned that the issue has raised eyebrows among junior soldiers, especially those due for promotion, with many of them expressing frustration and disappointment. Army spokesman Major General Onyema Nwachukwu, however, told Sahara reporters that the army chief was on leave and entitled to it after working so hard for the country. Okay, now, he said, if the chief of army staff travels out after working for many years, are you saying it's wrong for him to travel out when he is on leave? So, if you work for years and go for a few weeks vacation or something, does it mean you are sick? So because we are in uniform, we should die working? Imagine propaganda. Is it his fault to be sick? It's not his fault to be sick. Why are you covering it? Why won't you be open? Why won't you tell those that you call your citizens the whereabouts their army chief? I don't understand. The same thing is going on with the presidency.
Hello, Theodora.
Why can't you tell
Thank
your
you.
citizens the whereabouts their president? What is stopping you from telling your citizens the whereabouts their president? Is it his fault to be sick? It's not his fault. It is nature. It is nature. But of course, the zoo is bound to be destroyed, and all these things happening will continue to happen until the final destruction of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. For instance, I have worked for almost 7 years. I haven't gone on leave. I didn't go on leave till he went to bury his mother, when he was given a week plus to go and bury his mom. Because we are in uniform, we should die working. We shouldn't have a week or two for vacation. Is it even abnormal for someone to go for medical checkup? Must you even be sick before going for medical checkup? Are we not supposed to evaluate ourselves? He is asking. Are you asking me? Why can't you be sincere to yourselves? We need to understand something. The past 7 years, I haven't gone on leave. It is a call to national duty. People need to understand the sacrifices soldiers are making. That one concern you. It's none of my business. There was a point that I came to my home and my children didn't even know me. That is your business. I don't think it's out of place for myself or any other person, even if it's a top brass in army, to travel out, or in any of the service to travel out for rest or do a medical checkup or something. I don't think there should be any fools about that, the army spokesperson added. So I don't understand why they are covering it. But remember that MUSA is lying in wait, and he is actually perfecting his mission to take over the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom at the moment. So I don't want to talk too much. Let me also flash the news of Tinubu to refresh your memory how it all began early this month. As you can see on your screen, just in, Tinubu jet out to UK for annual leave. They called it annual leave. And this very publication was made on the 2nd of this month of October. Today is 16th. 16th. Some of them said it was
My
going
people,
to be 2 weeks vacation.
you see, when they say they are jetting out, yes,
they said it was going to be 2 weeks vacation. So
when they say they are going on vacation, you know what they go to do? To go and sell Nigeria to the white man. It's very simple. The way they do it. They want the oil and gas because Putin put off their own December last year. Exactly 1 year when the war began between Putin and Zelensky. So now they will come abroad lying to the white man. Does Tinubu own oil? He doesn't. Does Buhari own any oil? Buhari doesn't own any oil. Does Shetima have any land in that country? He does not. Shetima is a foreigner. Tinubu is a Gambian. He's not a Yoruba man. He is not. That's why last Saturday, Koiki and Igboho went to petition Nigeria because, as I said, it's not every Yoruba that is fighting their people for the interest of the Fulani. Just like in Southeast, all the governors and politicians are fighting for the interest of the Oyibo man and the Fulanis. So they are using every tribe for their own interest. Every tribe. If you go to TV, they are using the governor there. What's his name again? You know, if you go to Kafanchan, everywhere they're using, that's their method. The way they work, they will use your mother if they can to fight against you, provided they get their interest. And that is how they keep living on and on and on, from Osman Danfodio to Saduana of Sokoto to Tafawa Balewa to the one called Abacha to Shagari, till they used Buhari after using Gowon 1966 to 1970. They will use you and dump you. They don't care. These Fulanis, their brain is very sharp in doing evil to people. That's the way they operate. So when they say that Tinubu is on 2 weeks holiday, that is another 2 weeks of negotiation with the Oyibo man lying to them. But thank God our ministers have gone to remind these Oyibo people that oil belongs to us.
Vacation. So this post was published on the 2nd of October, and today is 16th, making it 14 good days, which is 2 weeks. So Tinubu was supposed to come back today, right? But he is nowhere to be found. And the rumor is everywhere now, circulating, even on media, that Tinubu is seriously sick. And remember, when he was leaving, there was no news that he transferred power to anybody. So he left with power. So everywhere now, he left with power. Mad people everywhere. He left with power. Even the Boko Haram founder, Kashim Shettima, is not in power. Now it is an opportunity. Musa is carrying up. That's why he has been preparing everybody. Talking about bad governance, bad governance, bad governance. He has been preparing people. So if you hear any news tomorrow, boom, that then well a military coup na zoo and Musa is in charge, do not be surprised, because it's been going for very many months now, if not years. If not years, since the inception of this very government. As it stands now, the president is nowhere to be found. And the only person that has been standing on his way, who happens to be Chief of Army Staff, Labaja, that has been on the side of President Tinubu, is also down. If we hear any news tomorrow, don't be surprised. Thank you, my people. And make it go viral.
So my people, you have all heard that. You have all heard that. I have one of the PM's, one of the things he said to us, just as a reminder.
Security and enabling environment in Biafra land. And I am very, very
sorry, I'm not ignoring you, Aloy. He said one of my brothers is here with me. Please, he always cried to join BLA. Okay, what I can tell you on that is that PM said that they are not recruiting now. But when they are ready to recruit, that he will announce it. And he warned Biafran boys and men not to join zoo military or zoo army. You know, yesterday there's a video I shared on my WhatsApp to my friends and followers. A Biafran boy from Igbo land, they will execute him. They said he shot somebody, but they are using army to burn our homes and buy our people, even in Zamfara, in Katsina, everywhere. But they never court-martialed any one of them. But they court-martialed this one because he is an Igbo man. They haven't buyed him, but they say they will buy him by hanging. Can you imagine? Yesterday that the news came out. So now, I don't know if I can find the video and show it to you. Tell your brother who wants to join the army. He is from Ebonyi, Effium, or Hauku. Don't worry. PM said that they will recruit. But once it is ready, he will tell you. And we will announce it here. I'm not saying it so that you will follow me, but if you go to subscribe to Betty4 TV, that is my YouTube channel. Anytime I am up making any announcement, you will hear it. And my sister, wonderful Diane, said, in a country where every arms of government cannot tell their citizens the truth, I know what is happening. All lies and propaganda, confusedgovernment.com. That is exactly what they are, Diane. No matter what happens, Tinubu and Shetima and the chief of army staff, the defense, they're supposed to tell their citizens where they are going and to tell you that they have no brain. How can the president and vice leave the country at a time? Chief of defense staff, who is in charge of security, left at the same time. None of them is in Nigeria. Kitty, kitty, kata, kata. Our PM is coming with Biafra liberation on the 2nd of December. That is why they are running helter-skelter. My brother Aloy said, please help me. I must join the... Yes, you will join, but you have heard what I said now. Yes, you will. So many people want to join. And this is what PM told them on one of his space programs. He said that he will let you people know when the recruitment is coming up and that you should not join Nigerian army. Do you know that recently, this month, they disarmed all Biafran senior army, and he said that they should send them to Maiduguri. I know one who is already in Maiduguri. He contacted me and said, do you know they have sent us to Maiduguri? We are close to Boko Haram. They can come and finish us any day. What are you still doing in the army? He said that he wants to leave. Seriously, that he wants to leave and go abroad, because if he's in the zoo, they will find him and buy him. So this is what is going on. Don't join zoo army. Wait for Biafra liberation. Once PM said that once they are ready to recruit, that he will make the announcement so that you people will know. And he will not tell you where they are recruiting. He will only tell you who you will go and meet. So if you contact me on this number that I gave you, I will give you the phone number of your home. How are they called again? These people in homeland. the government in homeland, the person that is close to your own new state, just contact me. Once I finish with this program, in the next 15 minutes, I will round up. Yes, my brother Osi said yes, so shall it be, my brother. So this PM, there's something he was telling us here. Let's listen to it.
Happy for what the children have displayed this evening. It shows that they are indeed following, as we are making the history, they are following us bomber to bomber. Yes. Our promise as a government is that you can never, ever live in IDP camp in Biafra.
Yes.
Those who have made it possible for others to give birth in IDP camp, and the children that were born in IDP camp in middle belt today are 19 years of age, which means they have lived in IDP camp for over 20 years. I want you to understand that the Usman Danfodio legacy that the Nigerian terrorist state, sponsored by the government in the central and the federal, are pushing today is the conquest of the entire Nigeria, which Biafra is resisting ruthlessly.
Yes.
Today, they are not interested in the killing, abduction of other Nigerians, but they are more interested in fighting those who have provided security for our women and children in Biafra land, which is the Biafra government. I want you to understand today that the reason our people are happy is because they know that the atrocities that are happening in other parts of Nigeria are not happening in Biafra land. Even when the enemy who never loved us today are now crying. And they will always cry about Simon Ekpa. Everywhere you go today, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. But you know what? It is not moving me. Because if they stop talking about it, I will do something that will make them to talk about it. Because the time they talk about me, they talk about Biafra. You can never separate Simon Ekpa and separate Biafra. Any day you mention Simon Ekpa, you are already talking about Biafra. No matter how you hate it, no matter how you want to avoid it, you will talk Simon Ekpa, you talk Biafra.
Exactly.
You talk Biafra. So my people, what are we doing? Remember that 1 year ago or 2 years ago, they don't want to talk about Biafra. They don't want to talk about us. They were thinking that we are on social media. We're, dancing to their tune, dancing every time on social media. They say we are dancing. We are content creators. We agree. We did not dispute and argue with them. So, but today, that dancing Tom and Jerry is no longer dancing Tom and Jerry. It has become a reality. The dancing is no longer on social media. We are now dancing in our own land, having the de facto government controlling the entire territory of Biafra, and Biafra people are loyal to the government. We still have some disgruntled fellows, very few of them, who are actually idiots. And from the Asia man who defined what idiot, the definition of idiot, who gave a very good definition of idiot. So I call them idiots, who all they do is, like today they say, instead of Simon Ekpa, we bring Biafra. Let this kind of Biafra not come. Nigeria needed something like a demon to fight the demon in Nigeria.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we're doing. If Nigeria think that they are demon, we will bring other demons to fight Nigeria. If Nigeria think that they are so evil, we will bring other evil to fight Nigeria. And that's exactly what we're doing. So the more heartless they become, the more heartless we become. And let me also tell you that any government that uses violence against its own people, that particular government must also be responded with violence. The government that think that they can use guns, barrel of the gun, to force people into a union they are no longer comfortable with, will also be responded with the barrels of the gun to separate, for these people to separate from that forceful union. And I want to tell you today that whatever we are doing is for the best interest of the children of Biafra. In Biafra land, and Biafra as a country, as a nation, that is where the true definition of leaders of tomorrow will be achieved. And the leaders of tomorrow will become a reality in Biafra land, not in Nigeria, where you say leaders of tomorrow. We were in the 80s, when some of us were born in the 80s. The people that were ruling Nigeria then are still presidents today. So when are you going to become the leader of tomorrow? It is false fallacy and fake promises.
Yes, my people. What our PM says, it made a lot of senses, you know. How can you be telling children that you are leaders of tomorrow, but you never give them chance to lead? You never create any avenue through which they will excel to be that leader. Yes, please, is it true there is sit at home on no, that thing, don't listen to it. PM said that that person, that they don't know who he is, that they are testing ammunition prepared by Biafrans. It's not true. PM said that you people should, no one should listen to that nonsense. He refuted it. He said it's not right, it's not correct. They don't know who that person is. It doesn't represent Biafra, and that story he's telling you people does not exist. Mokwe Celestine, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, Celestine. Thank you.
Nigeria, but in Biafra, we will make that particular dream of leaders of tomorrow a reality. That's why we are fighting, doing everything to give the opposite of what Nigeria is to our people. And these our children today understand that Biafra is only hope they have. That's why they are their talent to speak and appreciate the government of Biafra for what we have done so far. So why the idiots?
No, Biafra, Nigeria army is not intact. Their leader has been sent abroad for treatment. He is not well. Tinubu is in London for medical treatment. Shetima went to Sweden. You know, Sweden is very close to Finland. Maybe he has gone there to solicit for help. They have no military. Last time I showed you the children they brought. Olivia Anozie, thank you so much. Ndewo Daluso, thank you, my sister. Nigeria is finished. It's now like 3,000 naira to £1 and 2,500 to $1. Nigeria is finished. Hausa said they don't want Fulani. Yoruba nation, they are still fighting. And we are also fighting. So what made Nigeria up again? Nigeria is gone. They have nothing. Fuel now is going to 2,000 naira because they borrowed $3 billion from China using the oil as collateral. So they are increasing everything to pay for that. All the loan they have acquired from here and there. They have so much money they are owing America. They owe China. They owe Britain. They owe all over the place. And during the time that Shetima went to UN, he was begging the world to cancel their loan. Can you imagine? Shameless Nigerians. Fulani think that they are sensible, but the Mugu of the century, Mugus, they don't know anything. They don't know anything. Mugu, that's what they are. They cannot manage Nigeria since 1970. When Flora Shaw and Lord Lugard created Niger area, handed it over to them, they couldn't manage it. They started buying people. Not those. The only thing they were known for, because they live in the bush, is to buy human beings. That's all they know. And you all know what buy means because of only Facebook and the YouTube. That's why we don't call IGZ code a woku, my brothers and sisters. So try and understand.
On social media, looking for what I call the stomach infrastructure. The children are keenly observing how we are doing this thing, what we are doing, and the reason we are doing it. And the only way they can express their gratitude is by what they have done today. You can see it took them probably many, many hours to come up with something very magnificent that they have presented here today. This is more than a word. This is more than statement they have spoken in a very, very language that the zoo and the terrorist state of Nigeria will never ever understand. What it means is that the Biafra children are 100% with the Biafra government, and they trust the government because the government has provided security for our women and children. This security we will continue to provide. A lot of people are making sacrifices to make sure that they put their life on the line in between the terrorists and our children and our women. So when the terrorists come, there are people who have sacrificed their life to be on the line, waiting for these people to come, and they will face them. So they will never allow them to get through you. I want to make it very clear as a warning that I have now decided to collect what they call amnesty in the name to sabotage Biafra. And that's why the official Ido Akanono has been activated from today. If you are one of those who have collected money to sabotage Biafra freedom, sabotage and sell the future of these children and other millions of children of Biafra, you will never live to enjoy the money. The land of Biafra will swallow you before you even think about doing anything with that money. So the message I have come to deliver today, I want everybody to cut this particular video. Those communities that have collected money from Nigeria government to sabotage the Biafra struggle, we know all of you. And I got do this with canon. I am telling you, you see this heart? It is here. And that's what we need. I got do canon serious manner. So all of you that have collected money now are in the name of amnesty, and they want to be the one leading the war front, showing where the military, the terrorist army can go and all that. Believe me, we are coming for you. The land of Biafra will never allow you to succeed. That's my message for you today. You will never ever leave to succeed in sabotaging the struggle. We will do everything for December. I know, I've been telling you people that December 2nd is sacrosanct. And a lot of things are going to be happening very, very soon. And it has started happening. Both the propaganda on social media, both on ground. As I'm talking to you today, those communities that have collected money, you know yourself. I don't need to recall your name, but I may call your name in my next program on space. I will mention communities that have collected money. And of course, I want everybody to understand that many people have died for this struggle, even before I joined Biafra Liberation. But under my watch, you can never sabotage and succeed. I swear to God. You can never sabotage this struggle and succeed. That is the promise I made between myself and God. And the spirit of over 5 million that happened. You can never sabotage and succeed. So those who have sold their conscience and their future for stomach, for what you are going to eat, just what you can eat for one day, to sabotage the future of generation to come. You will never succeed. Biafrans will rise up against you. Biafrans will rise up against your community. Those who have collected money to work with the terrorists to kill our people in the name of you must not get Biafra or Biafra must not come from you. It will come from me. Yes. I will be the last person that will fight for Biafra. And what I will do is to hand over the freedom to this new generation, these children you are seeing. I can never hand over this fight to anybody again. Nobody after this particular December that we are going to enter a new or second phase of the liberation. After this particular December 2nd,
nobody will fight for Biafra again. Biafra will be free. And we are going to hand over freedom to our children, and our unborn generation will enjoy what we have fought and what we are doing today. Stand firm and let your spirit be guided. Do not shake, do not panic. December 2nd, Biafra freedom will be handed over to us.
Yes, Emmanuel Ugu, thank you for joining. Nnamdi Kanu will be released before December 2nd. He say it has been prophesied by genuine prophets and prophetesses. We will celebrate Biafra's declaration on 2nd of December. He say, I say thank God for that prophecy. It will happen. No, Biafra Biasiga Abia. Ofodoro ka akọ akụkọ ya.
Both in the spirit and in physical. Thank you very much. Biafra children are very happy with the way the Biafra government have provided security and enabling environment in Biafra land. And I am very, very happy for what the children have displayed this evening. It shows that they are indeed following, as we are making the history, they are following us bomber to bomber. Yes. Our promise as a government is that you can never, ever, ever live in IDP camp in Biafra land.
Yes.
Those who have made it possible for others to give birth in IDP camp, and the children that were born in IDP camp in Middle Belt today are 19 years of age, which means they have lived in IDP camp for over 20 years. I want you to understand that the Usman Danfodio legacy that the Nigerian terrorist state, sponsored by the government in the central and the federal, are pushing today is the conquest of the entire Nigeria, which Biafra is resisting ruthlessly. Today, they are not interested in the killing, abduction of other Nigerians, but they are more interested in fighting those who have provided security for our women and children in Biafra land, which is the Biafra government.
Yes, Odogu is speaking.
I want you to understand today that the reason our people are happy is because they know that the atrocities that are happening in other parts of Nigeria are not happening in Biafra land. Even when the enemy who never loved us today are now crying. And they will always cry about Samonepa. Everywhere you go today, Samonepa this, Samonepa that. But you know what? It is not moving me. Because if they stop talking about it, I will do something that will make them to talk about it. Because the time they talk about me, they talk about Biafra. You can never separate Simon Ekpa and separate Biafra. Any day you mention Simon Ekpa, you are already talking about Biafra. No matter how you hate it, no matter how you want to avoid it, you will talk Simon Ekpa, you talk Biafra. You talk Mazinam Dikani, you talk Biafra. So my people, what are we doing? Remember that 1 year ago, or 2 years ago, they don't want to talk about Biafra. They don't want to talk about us. They were thinking that we are on social media. We're, dancing to their tune, dancing every time on social media. They say we are dancing. We are not.
Yes, my people, I think the video is getting repetitive. You see this picture on the screen. This picture was taken before our PM joined Biafra struggle. Let us listen to it. Then I will tell you my take on that video.
Sir, anya ahụ na ga bito na nke okwu kọwara ndị na ebe a onye iwu na ihe mere n'ụbọchị taa.
Simon Ekpa, onye isi ndị Igbo nke nna. Ihe mere taa abụghị ihe ọma. O wutere m mgbe ahụ ma adị m sọ na ọ ga-ewutekwa onye Igbo niile bụ ezigbote nwa afọ Igbo na onye nke anyị bụ Chief Dr. Ike Ekwere mmadụ ka anyị mere mkparịta ya ọgụ n'ụbọchị nke taa ebe ndị Igbo na-eme ozugbo onye jọgburu onwe.
Yes. Celestine said, my beloved sister, please don't be offended I want to ask you a question. Is there any sit at home next weekend? I mean on Tuesday, because all the sit at home I used to observe for years. I used to observe. PM has not said anything like that, because my brother, the media teams, we are forbidden to give news or information that we do not know anything about, or any information we are not sure of. I don't think so. Sit at home is only on Mondays for now, until PM says otherwise. Thank you. I hope I answered your question. PM has not said anything about that. I only know that sit at home takes place on Mondays. Thank you. Meje Bwago Odogwu Biafra. Yes.
Aji m otu aka wee na-ayọ ụmụafọ Igbo niile bụ ihe ọma na-emepụta onye ọbụla pụta n'igwe wee ka jụọ ihe ama ebe a na-ayọ maazị Nnamdi Kanu onye isi ndị Igbo na-ayị anaghịsi ya ike na ya pụta
Wow, that video is very noisy.
Your Excellency, my name is Jim Moran. I served in the United States Congress for approximately a quarter of a century. After I left the Congress, I began to represent some corporations and countries and causes that I believe in. It has been an honor to work with you, Your Excellency. Elias Gerasulis is my partner. This is primarily Elias's account, but I'm going to be working with him. While I was in the Congress, I was on the committee that's in the State Department, Foreign Operations, as well as the Foreign Relations Committee. I have an interest in Africa. I was a principal co-sponsor of the African Growth and Opportunity Act. But most importantly, I do believe that Biafran independence, a just and noble cause.
Thank you,
and I trust that you have a bright future ahead. We will try to secure your independence. We can't promise because the politics is not a...
Yes, Olivia said yes, that news is fake. You know, my people, our PM said that now that Biafra is going to be declared on the 2nd of December. A lot of things will be coming on, a lot of propagandas. There was this guy who said that there's going to be a sit at home Monday and Tuesday, 22nd and 21st and 22nd, that Biafra government is testing new weapon. Weapon from where? So PM said that is not true. So if there's anything, I will let you know, my people. I will let you know. I will, definitely. So let's listen to this man. You all know the man. These two men. You see all the congressmen in America, in Joe Biden's government, they are the ones introducing them to Biafra. And they have handed them over what will represent our constitution. So this great Nigeria, we are the ones that made Nigeria great. So these two men are really taking Biafra to a very big height. And PM said that they pay them $10,000 a month. So we hired them. It's not a one-off thing. It is a, what do we call it in in legal terms, like a retainer. Yeah, a retainer. So they are retainers to us, and we are their clients. So they are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that Biafra is recognized by the UN. And this man said that he has worked for so many African countries that gained their independence. So our PM really made a very research to employ the services of this man as our lobbyists. And Elias Geselus is doing fantastically well, this younger one. But this older one, Jim Moran, is the Moran firm that represents Biafra. They are significantly different from our barrister, who is also living in United Kingdom. Our barrister is Dr. Levy, a seasoned lawyer as well. Unu mana onye ndu na PM gwara ya ekwekwana ka ndị a kpee ya ikpe this last time. Gịnị mere onye ndu did it? Maka na onye ọkaikpe anwa ga-eziga ozi. Unu aghọtago? Ọ bụrụ ife niile ka a na-ekwu n'onu oyibo. Eji wee luo court last time. Onye ndu see that they have no power and right to try him. Unafo ka the ikpe si ga the judge. So our PM is a fantastically managerial qualities, administrative qualities, and leadership qualities. A soldier, a barrister, a young man, a tough guy. Unu fo mozu PM ka ọ na-eme workout na gym. Unu atụọ PM a egwu. PM bụ ezigbote mma eji gbuo agụ. And we love him so much. I like working with him. So let's listen to these people.
Particularly predictable situation in the United States today and always serve, but we will work towards that objective. I appreciate the opportunity to work on behalf of the Biafran people. And at this point, let me turn it over to Elias. Elias?
Oh, thank you, Jim. And it's an honor to be working with you on this. And we appreciate your lending your support, someone of your prestige and stature. That association would be so critical. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellencies, and dear Biafrans in the United States and around the world. My name is Elias Yarsulis, and I am a good friend and colleague of Congress. We are your new lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. However, you should know that we are more than just your lobbyists. We are fellow freedom fighters in the struggle for the liberation by Biafra. And similar to how your compatriots in the Biafran Defense Forces are securing your freedom on the homeland, we will be fighting for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battlefield here in Washington, D.C. And we will make sure that all these Congressmen understand that the Biafran independence movement is a pure civilian uprising against injustice, the very same one we declared our independence from the British 200 years ago. On a personal level, I knew I had to get involved in this struggle, not only because of my belief in the Biafran cause, but my belief in His Excellency, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. As I got to know the Prime Minister, I could see that he has remarkable leadership qualities and vision. And I knew that instinctively that he was a man of destiny and that he will have a very important impact in Africa in the years to come. And I thought it was a personal duty to assist him. Already, the Prime Minister has made remarkable progress and has outsmarted the Nigerian system in many ways. The Prime Minister has done.
Did you hear that? That the Prime Minister has outsmarted Nigerian system in many ways. Let's listen.
Done this with the self-referendum. He has done.
You see, self-referendum, one.
Done this with opening diplomatic liaison offices around
liaison offices all over the world.
And I think by establishing a proper Biafran lobby in Washington
and establishing Biafran lobby in Washington, D.C. Have you seen it? These three factors was why he said that our PM has a good leadership quality and that he has outsmarted Nigeria in these three ways. You see? That's the new dimension that Onyendu meant when he said, go and listen to Simon Ekpa. At least now, wherever Onyendu is, Onyendu will be hearing all these things that PM is doing, and he will know that he did not do any job in vain, that the way he was teaching us, that he has some people that we are getting a brain and sense of what he was telling us. How do you think Onyendu will feel now that the DOS have gone to hiding? All of us, if all of us had gone to hiding, I wouldn't have been able to work with the DOS because they don't have bright ideas. All their ideas, colo mentality ideas, working for the slave master to remain relevant. No, my people, we are relevant on our own.
In DC, the Prime Minister has delivered his look at the Nigerian media and the social media, you will see that this is something that's been highly publicized. And I think this is because they understand the moment that the United States starts to gain more support for the Biafran cause, it will be a game changer. Because when the United States leads, other countries follow. Congressman Moran and myself are your.
Did you hear it? That what our PM is doing is a game changer. Ndị bayi mgbe onye ọcha na-esili ife na-eme anya na-eto gị ema na-egwu echenjigo ezigbote mma eji gbuo agụ ife ọ bụ odogwu Biafra. Yes, look, Ndubisi, thank you so much for that remark. Very wonderful remark. Thank you so much. Eze, thank God. Thank you for joining us. Yes, God bless the United States of Biafra. He said,
voice to the U.S. Congress, your voice to the White House, your voice to the State Department, your voice to the highest offices in this great land. And we will not stop until victory is achieved. Independent and sovereign Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that brilliant speech there. Elias, we are happy to have you on board, and we have a lot of things to do together. Thank you. This particular appearance today is just to present you to the Biafrans in the United States. As I made my promise, I have fulfilled it. It is now that we go out there and do what we know how to do best for the interest of Biafra.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It's our honor, and we look forward to serving you in the cause. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It was a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Chimora. Thank you.
thank you, my people. This is very great. Thank you. Thank you. It's awesome, Charles. Thank you so much. Chibike Mwemtendao. Edukwema o. Nice to see you. Ndo tundi ba imelu. I hope you are doing good. So, my people, we have been here now for 2 hours, 13 minutes. I do like to keep it short, but when I'm with you guys, I feel that I'm inside. Njao. Kelelu mveo. So, whenever I'm here, I will feel as if I am in Biafra already. Nigeria does not know what is coming for them because they are all waiting for war to come. No, my people. My PM is a barrister. He's a soldier in Finland, and he studied international law. That's why he is using international law to get Biafra. So many people may have Vamnanya because famaro ife na-abata ndị be anyị che no oge a ụwa zuru ike na-eme masob. This is far from masob. Yes, thank you so much. At least you saw Jim Moran, the white men, the Americans, who are now working with Biafrans to make sure that Biafra comes. Biafra is going to come, my people. Finland is 2nd of December. It's not up to 2 months from here now. Call it a month and 2 weeks from now, or a month and 1 week. Biafra will be declared. And this international law, I repeat it again, not war. Because there's war already in Nigeria and Biafra. They bomb our people in Owerri every day. They go to steal our oil. They will be increasing oil money. In Nigeria now, the leader, Tinubu, is not there. Shetima, the one that formed Boko Haram and made himself a vice president, he is not there. The Lakbaja, the overall boss of the military, who's supposed to be defending the country, he's sick. They flew him down. He is not in Nigeria. Nigeria is empty. Nigeria is finished. Make no mistakes. Once we declare Biafra now, Biafra will become a nation of its own. With so many nations who want to recognize us, they are waiting for that December 2nd. And with some of the businessmen and women who want to come and build Biafra, the way they built Saudi Arabia, Dubai, our PM told them to wait. Because in every locality, there will be hospital, there will be light, there will be water everywhere, there will be industries, and people will be working and not be unemployed, and everything will be functional, and there will be train, underground train. Everything in Biafra is ready, with 40 United States of Biafra. 40 states. So Igbo land is just one out of the 40. We are just one. Or maybe in Igbo land, you will get few states. All states are there. Akwa Ibom, Iguacha, Port Harcourt, Benue, part of Benue that is Biafra land, part of Edo that is Biafra land, and part of Delta that is Biafra land. We are good to go, my people. We have oil everywhere. We have oil in Uguta. We have oil in Izombe. We have oil in Iguacha. We have oil in Warri. We have oil in Peninsula. We have oil in Akwa Ibom State. Only Fulani is controlling all this. Fulanis came from North Africa. Hausa people are telling them, you should leave our land. But they are not listening to that. They want to get Biafra. It's impossible. Somebody was telling PM on Monday that he traveled from Ihiala to Imo State, Enugu, to somewhere in Owerri area. No checkpoint. Let them go now. If Biafra Liberation Army come there and meet them, Eduga for judgment. That is it. My people, Biafra is here. Make no mistake. Biafra is coming. Try and join what we are doing. Vote. Because when time comes, you will become a visitor of Fiagaru. I will love you people and leave you here. Let me make my final advice to our people. Join what we are doing now. Vote. Donate. Tomorrow is our fundraising, and Sunday is our mega fundraising for the declaration of Biafra in Finland on the 2nd of December this year. Biafra is coming. Biafra is here. And Zoo is falling down, 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 down. Zoo. Zoo must go down for Biafra to rise up. My people, I am proud to be a Biafran. God loves us. Make no mistakes. We are that land filled with milk and honey, and we are grateful to God. When Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured, I collapsed. My son carried me. I mean it, I'm not joking. So many people collapsed. So many people had problem. Nigeria was saying, Nnamdi Kanu is spoiling Nigeria, spoiling. Now that they have brought him, has Nigeria changed? Is worsening every day. Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our prophet. As long as you are holding a prophet like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that country will never know peace. And God gave us our Mmeji Buago, Obatobie, one of Biafra land, Prime Minister, His Excellency, Chief of Armed Forces of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity, and equity. My people, have a very good evening. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow during the fundraising. Bye from here. Chibike Kelebwondi Bayo. Bye.